All right, I'm ready.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Regular.
Yo, check 24.
Hurry. Run.
Check
Pistol.
6.
What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
Okay, this control actually working.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Man, I can barely hear you. I might have to mess with my volume and stuff, man. Cause like all I hear is the music. You know, like the.
Now after the
Hold
touchdown,
on. Next time it get paused, I gotta go into my audio and change it up because like I could barely hear you.
Take it in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign.
It's probably on my end because like I hear like the studio, not the studio, but like the stadium speakers and stuff. I hear that like really loud.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Ready. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Odd. 3 down. Odd.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. First carry for James Conner. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Ooh. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Good job.
Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Oh, man, big leg.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 23-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, check Mike!
Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check your hot read.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers 0.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's coming this way, Here we go, Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check. Kings. My God.
Now Mayfield. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 23-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Double tight. 4 down.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check. 55 to Mike. You don't want this.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal
as soon as I get a chance to pause, I'll pause it. Because like the commentators are so loud.
I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good run.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up.
All right, hold on. Let me try to mess with my... All right, volume control. All right, in-game commentary, stadium speakers. Normally I don't have that on. I got my headset on, so it's coming through my headphones. Keep talking. Yeah, you sound a lot clearer. Hold on, so I'm turning off the stadium. All right, talk one more time. Yeah, I got you. All right, there it is. All right, let's get it.
Shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Good blitz.
Set. 180.
55.
Focus, defense, focus.
Opposite.
Check 3.
Kings.
Dang, look like you about to send the house.
One touch.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bandit.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our field.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Yep, I saw you about to line up.
Taki.
Right back.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Got through.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, seam 6. Hurry.
Up. I'm coming after you.
Alert.
Lucky.
My time.
From the gun, Mayfield.
You got that right there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's go now. 48 Henry. 48 Mike. I got wide.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's not the play I wanted, but all right.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on,
he didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Check 3.
Run.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's
Mayfield now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he finds McDonald.
Good throw.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A
And
good
gonna
pickup
go to the
there,
tight
21
end.
yards.
Back in and stop it. I don't know if you saw me running with him. He's fast. He's really fast.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
10, touchdown. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Needed that.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Red, 180. Hey, alert 33.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Regular. Hey, Charlie. Hurry.
Mike 55.
Real.
Hey, here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
Regular. My God.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Way to go.
Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Why to go miss this field?
Rosas now to add the PAT.
Oh, he made it.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
He missed 2 earlier. I got lucky with that penalty. And
now after the
missed
touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
To throw, Bridgewater. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, alert!
65.
Pistol.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Watch that.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Pistol.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D.
Point it right.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
He ran into my other player.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 55.
Kings.
55. Come on, D. Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, alert 33.
Check. 55.
Hey, alert.
55 to Mike.
It's been long.
Mayfield off the play fake. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down and 4, Bridgewater. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Oh, good bump.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Mayfield to throw it. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Oh.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You got him.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Check safety, check safety.
Kings.
55. Watch for flat, watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat, motion, pop.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Hey, tight. Alert.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Opposite.
He's scared.
Check 9.
He'll look to throw.
Ooh,
Rush
hit.
coming, and he's taken down.
I didn't even see that
the
coming.
sack by
Good job.
T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It's a team
Good
game,
job.
but sometimes individuals do
I'm
stand
surprised
out.
he
Don't
held
they? How
on to
about
it. He
that
should
for a
have fumbled.
twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Ooh, I
And the
thought he was
kick by
gonna miss that.
Rosas is good. And they're
Good
sitting
hit.
pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What you doing, love? You watching some on your tablet? Okay.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly
Ooh,
is.
nice.
You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious
Nice.
here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Hold on, baby. I don't need the hat right now. Okay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's crazy.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where
I
did
don't
it
even know
break
what that
down?
was, man.
Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm glad he didn't fumble.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
High 7.
Mike, I'm coming after
Hurry!
you. I'm coming after you.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Safe, safe, safe.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Browns. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike.
Hey, exit. Hurry, hurry! Run.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Switch.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Yes, sir.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cleveland, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.